man on the chase. Blocks him off the backboard. Oh, showtime. Oh, he slammed it down. Kino rises. Another three from Eula. I can't believe what I'm seeing.
All right, welcome in to the NCSY pregame show, inspiring the Jewish future for more than 70 years. Welcome everyone, my name is Ari Katz, and joining me to my left is Ben Winters. Today we have an exciting Tier 2 matchup between Fuchs Mizrachi and Farber.
Wow, I'm excited. This is the battle of Central East NCSY, Ari.
This is going to be a good one. Very excited. Right, excellent. Starters now for Mizrachi is Elitzur Sharvit. You're also going to have Gabe Katz. And number 24, Gabriel Gekovic. And as well, you're going to have Gabriel Gekovic, Moshe Lowenstein, rounding out the five. Who do we have for Farber? For Farber, we have number 32, Shmuel Schadenstein, number 21, Gideon Lopatin, number 3, Jonas Singer, number 20, Gideon Lopatin, rounding out the starting five.
This is the battle of the 18 seed versus the 19 seed. So both teams, a lot of expectations coming in. We'll see who gets the better part of today.
And the tip goes to Mizrachi. They are coming out early in white uniforms against Farber's blue. Blue and white, Hatseva Shali to the bucket. They're gonna call no foul, no shot. They're gonna be a travel going the other way for Farber.
The refs have been letting them play so far in Sarachek so far. Coaches love to see it, that these kids play a little aggressive.
Of course,
nice
yeah.
drive, but too many steps.
Agree, always rather less calls than more. Early set screen and roll action and a foul called. Again, we said that there have been a little bit looser play style so far in this Sarachek. But early Sunday morning, refs on their game, very quick with the whistle. Here's Singer, he's been dominating the ball so far for Farber. Singer, deep three, thought about it. Here's Lopatin. Passes it out and it's taken by Mizrachi. Oh, behind the back pass, but no one there to receive it.
I like the creativity on that pass.
Yeah,
to nobody but great.
Honestly, that looked like one that could have slipped. Maybe he was trying to tuck it, lost grip on the ball. Here's Singer. Singer loses the ball, corralled by his teammate, and finally now taken away by Mizrachi. Fast break on the other end, slows it down. The deep three. Misses it. Now Farber coming down with the rebound. Here's Singer. One thing we've seen from a lot of these players recently is as Farber tucks it in, layup on the other end from Shemaev. One thing we've seen, a lot of the players have been going for the college three much deeper than they're used to. One of the players explained to me because psychologically it's very hard to shoot on the line, to shoot that high school three. So they've been taking much deeper shots than they're used to, which has yielded much lower three-point percentage. Crossover. Inside is Levine. Now back out is Katz. Katz, isolation, 5 seconds, steps back. And again, off the mark.
there's that college thing you were talking about. If the defender's going to play you up at that line, it's really hard to even make it to the high school level through. You're right, psychologically, you're gonna think to shoot from there.
2 seconds left because the ball did not hit the rim, did not reset. Quick shot for Katz. Katz misses it. Avoided the infamous YU wires on the corner three. Is able to get it off, but not able to connect. Here's Singer. We have two Singers on the, not musically, Jonas Singer and Emmett Singer right now sharing the court together. Here's Emmett. Emmett, the floater, doesn't hit the rim.
Both teams looking to push early on. It's very quick.
Here comes Jacobs, crafty finish, but unable to finish.
Yeah, look for the Jacobs-Sharpie combo. We lost Nate Jacobs, but his brother, Moshe Jacobs.
Jonas Singer, great move. Back out to Lopatin. Inside, Emmett has the ball. Jonas. Here's Shemaev. Puts it back out for the Singers. Emmett loses the ball. Corrals it, finds the corner. Here's Emmett for three. Unable to connect.
Almost the Singer combo over there.
Here's Katz. Inside, Levine misses the bunny. And now Shemaev's gonna come away with it. Again, not such easy shots to start the game, but the finishing hasn't been so great either. We're gonna head to commercial break. Don't go anywhere. And welcome back. If you're just joining us, we have 4 minutes and 30 seconds left. Jonas Singer with the ball for Farber. Was an early 2-0 lead over Fuchs Mizrachi. Here's Singer. He's been controlling the ball for most of this game.
Mizrachi in the zone looking to force Farber into those deep threes right there.
A deep shot, and it does not bounce in.
Again, both teams will let them shoot it from that college line, as these kids are high schoolers don't usually practice on that. But looking for these kids to try to take it inside, and if they're going to take the threes, take it from the high school line.
Schoen just checking the game. He was the one who took that three. Schottenstein, it was off his knee, but Heisem wanted a foul on the push. Tend to agree with him on that one. It's going to be Shemaev. Excuse me, it's going to be Lopatin throwing in the ball.
And Ari, these teams played twice this year. 1-1 in the series, so I guess they say best of three over here.
I mean, evenly matched up. There's a bunch of different segments. I can speak at least for the Yeshiva League where I hail from. Shout out to Frisch. But there's a bunch of segments of your season. There's your regular season, which of course is the bulk. There's all the preseason tournaments. And then there's Sarachek. And I think these coaches look at it as a continuation of the rest of their season, not as some isolated postseason occasion. Here's Singer. Singer gets the pick from Schottenstein. Schoen looking to connect after that miss.
Great take.
Great lefty take inside to sneak it in.
Strong with the left. Tried to go into contact, didn't need to.
And now some excitement from the Mizrachi. Maybe a little too excitement. Sorry, maybe a little too much excitement as Gekovic throws it in. Here comes Jonas. Shown to Lopatin, just working the perimeter. Emmett finds his footing and is able to put it in.
A Singer's on the board. We'll be hearing that a lot today, hopefully.
That's for sure. They've been controlling the ball, the two guards, so far for Farber. Here's Jacobs. Jacobs, deep three, and he puts it in.
Nothing
Great
but
shot
net.
there for Jacobs.
Nothing but net over there. Steps up there confidently. Proved me wrong over there with the college three-pointer.
Yeah, then you have some people who are used to shooting that three. People who take deep threes. This is playing to their advantage. Schottenstein falls to the floor. Not able to find his teammate as Jacobs comes away behind the back. Pass goes awry and Singer is able to corral it. Here comes Jonas. Jonas off the hands, but luckily to Schoen. Schoen, Yeshiva League travel there. We call it the Yeshiva League travel because it happens an uncanny amount of times in Yeshiva League. Catch the ball, get a little happy feet, move with your feet before you're able to put the dribble down.
I love the hustle on that last play from Paisan, diving into the Farber bench to try to get the ball.
It's exciting.
He's been showing that grit.
Showing that
and the
octopus.
aggressiveness.
Trying to join the other team. Gekovic to Jacobs. Jacobs had that big three for them that's been keeping them in the game. Looking for another one. High arcing three for Jacobs.
Kiss of God over there.
Whew. Almost hit the rafters.
If he shoots from the corner, I'd like to see it go over the wire and then into the hoop.
Yeah. I'm personally a big fan of high arcing threes. It's my style myself. Singer, no looking past his brother. And Emmett unable to put it in. And here comes on the other end, Gekovic. Gekovic, Euro, steps back and puts it in. Repping some Ashkenaz heritage with the Euro step.
Strong lefty take. Farber needs to stop this run early. Fuchs looks a little more calm and under control late in this first quarter.
It's been Gekovic and Jacobs with the two-man game that's helped Fuchs surge right back into the game. Here is Lopatin, Schoen on the rebound. Great timing there. And he's going to head to the line for two.
A little attempted tap over there from Schoen. He's been great driving the ball and in the paint. Look for him to continue to try to force the ball inside.
Come to Lake Como Pizza for some great pizza, pasta salads, and even awesome breakfast options. We will be streaming the games in the store, making it a great place to watch the games while you eat. I have to say I agree. Lake Como, best pizza in the Heights, bar none. And they're an amazing place to go check it out, especially tomorrow. Go there for the championship game. It's going to be a great time. Schoen misses the first free throw. Speaking of great food, we'd like to thank Chopsticks for being a great proud Max Life sponsor for the best Chinese food in Teaneck. And I have to say, the whole world, you've got to go to Chopsticks. Head to chopsticks.usa to order online. Again, that's chopsticksusa.com to order online. The link is in the description of this video. Thank you to Chopsticks for sponsoring lunch for the hardworking men and women here at Max Live. Very excited to dig into that general chow once this game wraps up. Here's Gekovic. Unfortunate pass. And they're going to call it off the knee.
He looked for Joel to cut on that one. A little miscommunication over there, but I like the idea of taking it to the hoop. Looking to pass it off.
It was a long Shabbos. Maybe maybe a little tired. Not able to get that Shabbos snap in yesterday. Here comes Jonas, 33 seconds. 2.6 second differential up with the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Jonas. They could go slow here, hold it down. Here's Schoen. It's not looking like that's what they're going to do. And Schottenstein. Good looking play from him as he hooks it in.
Great take by the senior to use a 6'2 frame. Farber has that little size advantage, so they'll look to get it more in the post.
Jacobs looking for another shot. Misses, and it's the rebound by Farber. 4 seconds. Looking for a buzzer beater. Schoen pulls up. Misses, and that'll send us to the second quarter. Excellent play so far early, and we'll see you. Don't go anywhere.
For many decades, NCSY has provided the best summer ever for thousands of teenagers who have joined to take part in all of the great things the land of Israel has to offer. This summer will undoubtedly be the best summer ever, but also the most meaningful summer ever, as we join hands with our brothers and sisters in Israel in rebuilding and making Israel as great as it will be for all of us. These are most uncertain times, without a doubt. We do not know everything that tomorrow will bring. We are still mourning all that we saw yesterday and over the past few weeks and months. But of a few things we can be certain. We can be certain that Israel will rise again. We can be certain that now, more than ever, is the time to come to Israel and to join in the process of the building of this glorious state. Come join us this summer, now more than ever.
Great, okay, and welcome back to the second quarter. Of what's been so far a very exciting, fast-paced Tier 2 semifinal game.
Back and forth quarter, exactly as we expected. Like I mentioned, these teams split earlier this year.
Oh, and almost a backcourt violation. Mizrachi coming away with it.
What a steal by Shoag.
And it's thrown, blocked, shown. The block, the pass.
With the save.
Off the bottom of the back, which I thought was out of bounds. But they're going to call it in. Good no-looking pass to Emmett. And Singer misses it. If you're just joining us, that's the dynamic duo of Emmett and Jonas Singer. Amazing chemistry to two brothers. Jacobs, nifty behind the back move. Unable to put it in. Moshe Jacobs, who's been the main scorer for Mizrachi, he's only a sophomore. So great future ahead for him as he's really been showing out. Moshe Jacobs staying true to his number with a lot of threes. Emmett, another shot from Singer, misses it.
I'm loving the Singer-to-Singer chemistry. Just got to knock them down.
That's Joel to Morocco. Two new substitutions in at this game at this time. Also in is Shoag.
Quick move from Fuchs, looking to get out of transition. Shoag and Morocco looking to move fast.
And it's Garden inside. He's the one with the ball right now for Farber. Good move to the basket. Absorbs the contact. Jacobs did not want to foul, but ooh, sorry about that. Did not want to foul, but a lot of times when defenders think that they're going straight up, it's because they're jumping with their arm in the air. They don't realize instinctually they bring that arm down. That's what happened on that play. That's going to be 2 shots. Easy call there for the ref.
That's a strong take by Garden, using his frame to go into the defender and shoot it. We'll see if he can knock these down.
The first shot there from Garden. Want to receive Sarachek news and updates and get close game alerts? Join our WhatsApp group. The link is in the description of this YouTube video, and there's no better time to join the Sarachek WhatsApp group than right now. You got a lot of games. You got TABC playing today. I believe you got EULA playing today.
And we got shout out Berman versus MDY today. That's second leg of semifinal Sunday.
That's going to be a good one. It's going to be a lot of good games. Make sure to join up to get all the alerts. Here comes Jacobs. To Morocco. Morocco. Jacobs brings up the ball. It's the 3 from the corner. And Sharvit knocks it in.
Ice from Sharvit.
Sharvit.
He was out last year, but he played as a freshman, only a junior. This Fuchs team really led by some of their youngins.
I was going to make a joke about a Sharvit and a Scepter, but I had nothing good. And Lopedin puts it in.
What a response from Farber, keeping it a one-possession game over there. Games can get away from you quickly here, so you're going to want to respond pretty quickly and not wait till it's too late.
Here's Sharvit. Mizrachi's been raining down the threes so far. A couple threes from Sharvit, from Jacobs, looking to keep with that. Jacobs to the basket, falls to the ground, finds Sharvit in the corner, fighting for the ball, and Farber is going to take it away.
That's the aggressive play we looked for both of these teams.
Here comes Singer. Hasn't scored in a while after he scored early. Shown, thought about it. Here's the 3 on the wing, unable to connect. It's going to be going the other way off of Schottenstein. Schottenstein, the immaculate flow, of course, with the headband, but that was unable to assist him on the rebound.
Checks back into the game is Levine from Fuchs. He's got an aggressive playing style, more of an X factor on defense. Fuchs will look for him to really give him a spark on the defensive end.
Sharvit, deep 3. Tried to get it off the iron, and good spot as goes out of bounds.
I want to know how tall the gym is at Fuchs, because their two X-Factor players really shoot with a lot of arc over there. I mean, it goes in, so I'm not one to critique.
That's for sure. Here's Garden. Garden to Schoen inside. Good pass to Schottenstein.
What a block by Jacobs.
Met at the summit. Jacobs. Tiyufta rejects that one.
Schottenstein also has a 3-inch height advantage on Jacobs. Jacobs using that vertical to get up there and meet him at the rim, but Schottenstein will go to the line to shoot too.
Schottenstein, first shot. High arcer. Nothing but net. And again, as this tournament is winding down, we would like to thank all of our sponsors, Chopsticks especially. If you would like to become a Max Live sponsor, email us at yumaxlive@gmail.com. Again, that's yumacslive@gmail.com, or DM us on Instagram or Twitter. Schottenstein unable to get the second free throw to go, and it is going to remain a 1-point game between Fuchs and Farber. On the outside, it's Pizem looking to get something to go. Levine checking back into the game after starting. He gets Jacobs. Jacobs, illegal screen there.
Yeah, I think Gekovic stuck out his lower torso over there, tried to give Jacobs some extra room. It's a good call from the ref.
And that's going to happen when you're going to give a give and go, unable to stop himself, as both of these teams are going to go into a quick 30-second timeout.
Camp Seneca Lake, the premier Jewish sports camp in the tri-state area. We place a major emphasis not only on competitive sports within our campus walls, but also have our boys and girls participate in tournaments across many sports in all age groups against other camps. This season, we fielded 31 Wayne County teams, 9 tournament teams that competed outside against other camps. These games are a highlight of our campers and our staff alike.
And welcome back to what's been so far a very exciting game between Fuchs Mizrachi and Farber. As of now, after trailing early, Fuchs Mizrachi has a 1-point lead, and they've been playing great. They've been lighting it up from the outside. We were talking about their high arcing threes. They've been making it rain, and they've been living and sometimes dying by that three. But it's been all good for them so far. And Farber's been led by mostly the contributions of Emmett and Jonas Singer. They're two twins, twin seniors. Oh, sorry, Emmett's actually a sophomore. And those brothers, Jonas and Emmett, have really been showing out for them so far. Schoen also been contributing offensively. Early double team, errant pass, and it's going to be taken by Gekovic. Gekovic to the basket, and good move. Great presence taken to the basket.
If no one's going to stop him, I guess he'll just go straight down.
That's what you got to do.
Strong lefty take right there from Gekovic.
Jonas falls to the basket, looking for a trip up, but just threw it out of bounds.
Both teams looking when they're in the front court to just move the ball quickly, get an early shot, and get out in transition as well. So both teams looking to play with some pace.
Here's Gekovic with Jacobs playing off ball. Sign of a really good player at this level is someone who wants to move. And that's, if you watch Jacobs on these possessions, he's moving a lot off the ball, and that's how he's getting so open. And it's going to be wrapped up. Possession arrow pointing for Farber.
Good call from the ref. I don't think Levine had possession over there, so jump ball is the correct call.
No, now they're going to change it. They're going to say, maybe they said it was right originally, just a miscommunication, and it's going to be Levine.
So it was a timeout.
They gave them a timeout. Fascinating. Wow. It's an early use of the timeout.
Maybe not timeout, maybe just out of bounds, I think.
Timeouts transfer this early?
Either way, it looked like it was a...
Was that a 5 seconds just now?
5 seconds or a screen. A lot of miscommunication, but anyways, back to Farber ball.
Okay, going back to what we thought originally. We knew we were right the whole time. We just didn't want to say it. Here comes Singer. Singer throws it Garden. Garden loses the ball. Here comes Paizem. Paizem, Sharvit. The hot player so far has been Jacobs, but he misses it. Here comes Singer.
Love the confidence, no hesitation in that shot.
It's a great
Keep
shot.
on shooting.
Jonas sneaks it in. Great finish. How do you do from Jonas Singer? Jacobs, and again, that last shot was getting closer. That was from the women's college three. Hopefully we're gonna get to the high school at some point.
Great pass.
Nice block there, but a late foul. That wasn't the contact on the ball. That was over the back there on Singer. As if you're watching the replay, the contact was fine, but it was him hitting him with the body.
Sharvit beat his man, which forced the help. It was a great pass to Levine. He's just got to go straight up.
Again, easier said than done, as you don't expect some of these players to reach back like they do. That's what they do. Again, we just want to mention, for the behind-the-scenes pictures and content you won't find anywhere else, be sure to follow @MaxLive on Instagram and Twitter. As Levine bounces off, goes 0 for 2. I don't know if Lake Como has a deal where you get a free pizza slice or something if we miss both free throws like the NBA. But either way, no offense, I don't think any of these players are good enough to make a guarantee like that. And the players, shot's going to miss. Again, I don't mean not good enough. Saying free throws usually are a little more wishy-washy when it comes to these Sarachek games. Of course, everyone here is very talented and incredibly skilled. Here comes Jacobs on the outside. It's Katz. Very big fan of that last name. Levine loses the ball off of his knee.
That's a great defensive play by Schoen. Got beat, hit the ball off of Levine's foot.
And we've seen a lot of that, specifically from Farber, hitting a lot of balls off of knees. And maybe that's something that their coach emphasizes, getting swipe downs. That's
Great awareness, especially the play's not over, even if you get beat.
It's also a great way their team, other than Schottenstein, as here comes Gekovic the other way. Hold that thought. Jacobs, deep three. Oh yeah!
Money.
Give me some for Jacobs.
Money from Jacobs. I think that's his third three of the game. Keeping the hot hand. Farber's got to not give him any room, even if it's from the college three.
Low pattern coming the other way, and it's going to be a foul. Great job from Katz. Continuing our thought, what I was going to say is that other than Schottenstein, really most of these players on this Farber team are much shorter. So one way to defend the rim while being a shorter defender is to use your hands. When the big man brings the ball down low to swipe at that, you see Max Schachter from Frisch do that a lot. Gets tons of steals a game, even when he's a shorter player on the court, because he's able to reach in and poke the ball loose. Here comes Katz. Gabe working on Schottenstein. Katz loses his footing, and they're called a foul before the travel.
Yeah, it looked like Schottenstein had a little bit of happy feet over there, trying to force him.
Again, not so much really, it was on the chest, reaching over, hitting Katz. Here's Gekovic. Gekovic was caught between the rim and the backboard and going for a swish. Went for back iron. Lays the ball for Schoen. Schoen inside, falls down. Schottenstein wasn't sure what he did. Maybe Katz just lost his footing.
That's 3 fouls in Schottenstein in less than a minute.
Early, yeah, whoa.
That's your big guy. That's your senior. That's a leader on the team. Gotta look to stay composed. They need him for this game also.
And Shmaev's going to check back into the game after sitting for a little bit. And he's definitely going to get more minutes, at least for this for the rest of this half. Here's Gekovic working out to Levine. Levine out to Gekovic. Gekovic to Jacobs. Sorry, Gekovic back with the ball. Great defense so far from Farber. They're down 4, playing stingy.
Mahomes pass from Sharvit.
Oh, ball bounces out. And now you're going to see some of the multifaceted nature of Moshe Jacobs.
Look at that pass from Sharvit.
When you go to the three-point line so many times earlier in the game, your cuts are going to be much more effective. And to specifically go early in the game to the threes, because we know in terms of Iker and Toffel, the Iker is definitely to go into the basket. That's where you're always trying to set up. The Toffel, the Heichi Timsa to get there is to set up the outside shot. So Jacobs showing that outside shot early to set himself up to go to the basket. That's some smart playing by him.
I'm loving the Gemara references. It feels like I'm still in morning sitter right
We
now.
gotta go Torah Umada. Torah never leaves us. Here comes Shon. It's Shemaev. Shemaev to Singer. Singer hasn't really created much for himself since those opening minutes. It's Shon, calls for the screen. He gets a double Singer screen. Singer throws it to Shon. The deep three. Bounces off and misses. Shortest guy in the court, Singer comes up with the ball, and he's calling a push-off. Unhappy with that call. Let's watch on the replay, see what happened.
I mean, just to go up there versus Levine and Jacobs to try to come down with that ball. Great aggressiveness from Singer.
So it's really who got the last hand is what the refs end up seeing. And if you see on the replay, Singer, he was the one. Yes, he gave the chicken wing. The extension of the elbow, which the ref's going to call every time, was prodded a little bit in the back, but I have to side with our guys in the black and white. With that one, I think minimal contact from Mizrachi. Levine, team's in the bonus. I believe that was a 1-on-1, hits the front end. And Levine's going to go for the second one to extend the lead. Largest lead of the game right now, 6 points. And correct me if I'm wrong, right after this game is going to be the 2 o'clock TBC game. That should be exciting. Mizrachi throws it out of bounds. They're going to call it out a little bit late. And once we go to halftime, after these exciting 5 seconds, we're going to throw it down to Yosef Silver, who's going to interview the leading coach, the coach of Fuchs Mizrachi, Coach Zach Katz. Again, beautiful last name. And he's going to ask him a little bit about this half where Mizrachi has controlled the game.
And right on that last play, an errant foul from Fuchs. No need to stop the clock and send Farber to the line. Although they didn't cash in with the free throws, you don't want to give the opposing team a chance to cut into your lead and then possibly get the ball back. But we'll see.
Shemaev misses a rebound. Here comes Levine, ready for some magic. Here he comes, going the other way. It's Morocco, but the magic doesn't come, and the shot isn't put up. And we're going to send down to Yosef, who is going to give us a little bit of what's going on from Fuchs Mizrachi. Yosef, what's going on? Sorry, a little delay. Excellent first half so far. It's been great. And we're going to send it down. Sorry, now we're going to send it to Yosef.
And I'm Coach Zach Katz for Fuchs. Coach, you guys are up 22-16 at the half. What have you seen from your team so far?
We're playing good defense. We're playing good defense all season. Offense has got to do better.
So this is the rare three-peat in the Tier 3 semifinal. You guys played them twice in the regular season. What adjustments have you made from those games into this game?
The past 2 games, like our defense held them to like 30 points both games, so focusing on just being better against their defense, and hopefully in the second half we'll be better right there.
And we've seen Moshe Jacobs kind of get it going from 3, but they've done a really good job containing him inside. What can you do as a coach to try to get him some better looks in the paint?
Yeah, we got to take paint touch threes, not just pulling up and shooting.
All right, thanks, Coach. Good luck the rest of the way. Back to you guys in the booth.
My name is Yogev Verdugo, founder and camp director of Step It Up, a sleepaway basketball camp located in upstate New York, founded on the premise that the game of basketball is overplayed and undertaught. Game IQ. Knowledge is power. Our players understand the game, understand how to bring the ball up court, initiate offense, understand how to pick apart man-to-man defense, how to operate against a zone defense, play low-high, high-low, ball reversals, driving and kicking in order to get a higher percentage shot, using zero dribble offense, drive fakes, pass fakes, and shot fakes to get the defense to commit. Of course, on the defensive side of the ball, to impact the ball both on the ball, off the ball, understand how to manage a team on the court and off, and much, much more. We believe that knowledge is power, and we aim to equip every single one of our players with a keen understanding of the game. Basketball fitness. If you're in great shape, your skills and game knowledge can come to life. Everything from speed, strength, quickness, agility, flexibility, balance, breath work, conditioning, the entire body. Nutrition, what we feed our bodies with. Our players understand that on-court success goes hand in hand with the foods that we put into our bodies. Our players understand the value of proteins, carbohydrates, both simple and complex, vegetables, colorful plates, proper hydration. Regardless of how much knowledge or how much of an advanced skill set our players have, they understand that without proper nutrition, it will be very hard to succeed on the court. Our mentality and philosophy go hand in hand. While we try to develop a player who can impose his or her will on their opponent, at the same time, we want our players to be with a calm mind and a center. Working very hard is a spiritual experience. In order to get good in basketball, you have to trust the process. You have to understand that some days, some week, some months, and even some years over a career will be hard. If you can stay the course and trust your skills, trust the work you've put in the long run, you'll succeed. Our players understand this, and they have a trust in their work and a trust in a process that allows them to enjoy the journey. I think a huge part of development is also knowing when to take a step back. You know, sometimes when we're chasing dreams and chasing goals and working towards something, we get so consumed and even obsessed with it. Sometimes you're having a bad day, put the ball down, jump in the pool, go watch a movie, hang out with friends, take a nap. If you're going to chase big goals, be patient with yourself. Self-compassion, self-love, live in gratitude, trust the process. More than anything, enjoy the process. This is basketball. You chose it because you love it, love the game, and the game will love you back. Honor the game, and the game will honor you back. Respect the game, and this game will give you more than you've ever imagined. My name is Yosef, and I fell in love with basketball when I was 12 years old. Well, let me take you back to the beginning of Step It Up. A kid with hoop dreams. I wanted to be a Division I player. The dream became a reality. I ended up finding myself at Madison Square Garden. I ended up playing 2 years Division I basketball at Hofstra before transferring to Brandeis University in Boston, before moving to Israel, playing a year of pro ball. And at 25 years old, 2 years later, I started Stepping Up. At the time, a basketball private training company. So I said to myself, if kids are getting better in an hour and getting better in a week, let's start a sleepaway camp. You can make a real shift in their mind, a shift in their soul and their perspective. We started with one kid in 2009. This summer, we're fortunate enough to host over 430 campers from 20 states and 10 countries. We train with a focus and intensity on the court, which turns practice into a game and the game into a practice. We use basketball as a vehicle for growth and success. And the results, well, they speak for themselves. Over 60 college players, Division I, II, and III. Professional players, national team players, a EuroLeague Rookie of the Year, an NBA draft pick, and over 5,000 families, all of whom have stepped it up. We have a love for the game, timeless principles that guide us, a state-of-the-art campus, engaged coaches. We have the results. The choice is simple. It's time to step it up.
And welcome back to what's been a very, very exciting game so far between Fuchs, Mizrachi, and Farber, Tier 2 semifinal. In a moment, we're going to throw it down to our correspondent, Yosef, who's going to have a quick interview, and we're going to throw it down to him right now.
And I'm here with Coach Gary Capaldi. Coach, you guys are down 6 in the locker room. What adjustments are you going to make in the second half?
We got to be aware where Moshe's at all the time, help out with that, and take away that little slip on theirs. Otherwise, we're in pretty good shape. I mean, it's a very physical game. Both teams are playing hard, got busting both, and hopefully we can do something the second half and come out with a W.
Now, this is the third time you guys are playing them this season. What adjustments did you make headed into this game?
There are no adjustments. We just know each other very, very well, and we're going at each other.
All right, thanks, Coach. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Yosef.
Sometimes when you know your competition so well, I guess you don't need to do any adjustments.
Yeah, also, I saw a whole breakdown about how the halftime adjustments are something that the media is very obsessed with. Understandably so, it gives us a good narrative. Oh, what is he going to adjust during halftime? But from what I've heard from players in pretty much every sport is that it's very overblown, not really so many adjustments. If you have so many adjustments to make, probably didn't prepare for the game correctly. Here comes Singer. Again, we just wanted to mention, as Jacobs comes away, our halftime show was brought to you by Camp Step It Up, located in upstate New York with busing provided to and from camp. Camp Step It Up was founded by Yogev Berdugo, a former D1 college basketball player. It is the most proven Shomer Shabbos basketball camp in the world, featuring 26 current Sarachek players and over 400 past Sarachek players, as well as YU and Stern College stars over the past 12 years. And here comes Gekovich. There are programs for boys and girls grades 3 to 12, including a 6-week option in the U.S. and a 1-week option in Israel. There are 3 minyanim per day learning groups in the Camp Rabbi. Past campers include many Sheet League MVPs, over 70 college players, dozens of professional National League players, a yearly Rookie of the Year, and an NBA draft pick. And the trivia question for those of you following at home is to DM us on Instagram. Who is that NBA draft pick that went to Camp Step It Up? If you can dig that up, then there is a special non-existent prize waiting for you.
I think I have a guess.
What's your guess?
I'm going to go with Yamadar.
Yamadar, that's it. Okay, you spoiled it. Now everyone gets it. Everyone gets the giant invisible brownie.
You're welcome, I guess. You're welcome.
Took all the fun out. Here comes Cats on the breakaway.
Scrappy way to start off the second half. Both teams coming out. Looks like Farber's trying to get back the lead in one possession. It's got to go play by play, pass by pass.
Shot is missed. Looked like an air ball there. Is that from Jacobs?
That was the singer to singer dynamic we were looking to see for us today.
First time you saw that from him. And again, we're mentioning Camp Step It Up. We have our very own Jake Schoen in the game right now, number 14. He is a former Camp Step It Up camper. And you've really seen him step it up on the competition, seen his basketball skills shining through. So if you want to be like Jake Schoen and make it to Sarachek, make sure to check out Camp Step It Up this summer. And here's Gekovich coming up the court. Played well in the first half, helping weather storm for Mizrachi. But Jacobs unable to connect. That 3 looked online, but cookie did not crumble. Here comes Shemaev, working into the low post. And it's out of bounds. They're going to say off of Cats. Cats feel like he's got the short end of the stick so far with a couple calls, including out of bounds, some foul calls so far in the beginning of the half.
Here's the question with Farber when Schoen goes to the bench. Singers are great high IQ players, both not scoring first, so who's going to take the control on offense?
That's been a question that, as you see, has not been answered as they are down 8. Ooh, good move. Spinning. Shemaev able to put it in. Maybe he'll be able to pick that up.
A pirouette by Shemaev.
Shemaev, how do you do? Ooh, nice athletic play there from Gekovich. He has a great court presence to him as he's able to make it up and extend the lead back to 8.
That might be Gekovich's 3rd time. Just Usain Bolton down the court, going straight to his left hand. Layup is good.
And we're going to Usain Bolt straight to the commercial break.
The Jewish life and Ruach at Camp Seneca are top-notch.
There's nothing like the Shabbos we have here, filled with Zmiros and Ebbing and a gorgeous Havdalah.
Davening every day, chinuch classes.
deep, meaningful conversations with just amazing kids and beautiful relationships here.
At Camp Seneca Lake, you'll grow over your summer.
And welcome back in to what's been it's been a great game so far between Fuchs, Mizrachi, and Farber. Two teams that, as the coaches said, know each other quite well and played each other a couple times this season. Are very familiar with how they play. And each team has come out. It has not felt like a consolation game. Again, this could be the last time a lot of these guys really spend meaningful time with each other. And I guess they like each other because they've been playing like they wanna extend this time. Ball out of bounds. Look, I was off of Mizrachi, and that's the call.
It's been a back and forth game, exactly what we expected. The Fuchs is looking to pull away here. They've taken up to an 8-point lead.
Here's Singer, finds his brother. Jonas hasn't really created his own shot. Emmett has. Emmett throws the ball. Schottenstein, player on the floor, and Lopatin able to knock in the three, bringing them a little closer, creeping up now to a 5-point lead.
Exactly what Farber needed. Clutch three, great timing. What a shot from Lopatin.
Gekovic screen from Levine, looking for Jacobs. No room for him on the outside. Here's Singer guarding up, loses the ball. Fortunately, tips to Gekovic. Gekovic finds Levine. Levine inside, spots out, fadeaway, tough shot. Unable to put it in. Here comes Singer.
Great footwork over there for Levine, just can't get it to go.
Tough shot there, and he doesn't put it in. Shmaev, nice job using the offhand to get the rebound. And Lopatin is able to put it in. Jacobs.
Three, just a quick run from Farber. Just get you back in the game just like that.
Yeah, great job. Here comes Gekovic. Gekovic to Jacobs. They've been the star performers so far for Farber. Sorry, excuse me, for Fuchs. Here comes Katz. Katz falling down and unable to put the ball in. Here comes Singer. Singer, ball hit a foot, and it's going to remain there as neither Singer nor Gekovic touch the ball after it hit the foot of a Mizrachi player. And here comes checking into the game is number 15 for Mizrachi, Alicia Paisem.
Yeah, he gives them some extra size over the other shots.
And Sharvit as well checking back into the game. He played well earlier in the game. Here comes Lopatin. Lopatin to Singer. Singer, Lopatin, another three. Lopatin misses, but he's been very aggressive early on. Jonas missed the three.
Would have been timely over there from Singer. And here is Gekovic again.
Gekovic to Jacobs. Jacobs, nice pass inside. Levine unable to find the touch to put it in, and spinning around a little bit, able to keep his pivot. And it's going to be a jump ball. Possession, I believe, is going to stay with Mizrachi.
Yeah, Schottenstein a little bit lucky over there that the refs didn't call that one a foul. He had his hand on ball. Looked like a little bit of harm, but that easily could have been his fourth. Probably would have sent him to the bench.
And I would say the Mizrachi player was a little fortunate that wasn't called to travel. An unfortunate errant pass there, as the Singers are going to come away with it. Here's Jonas. Jonas, another body hits the floor. Schottenstein's been rolling all around. It's been a physical game so far as another player hits the floor. It's been Gekovic and Lopatin, and another jump ball. Again, I like not calling a foul when the player's going to the floor. Really, if they're both going to the ball, that's not a foul. So it's been called jump ball. I believe that's the right call. And checking into the game right now is number 33, Ami Feldman for Farber. Farber Fire looking to catch fire, retake the lead after leading early. Here comes Singer. Singer to Jonas. Jonas Singer to the baseline. Went into the air but didn't know who he was passing to, as Gekovic is going to spot up with the left hand, unable to put it in. Sharvit off of him.
I was going to say, Gekovic in transition again. Fourth time to charm, but can't get it to go.
Here comes Jonas. And Singer looking for his brother. Emmett to Lopatin. Singer gets the screen from Schottenstein. Nice roll there. Spotting up two men inside. On the low post is Feldman, but shuffled the feet, got excited when he got the ball.
Looked like he took one too many over there. I thought Singer had the mid-range shot, left it to pass it to his brother.
I also thought an option could have been Schottenstein on the pick and roll, but so far it's been hard for these guards as to see over the taller Mizrachi players, even to get in that shot. A lot of times people don't realize that even to be a point guard, it takes a lot of size. Be able to see over the defense, to read where you need a pass. Watch Jacobs barreling around the perimeter, getting himself open. That's what great players do. Never stop working, even when you don't have the ball. Jacobs using the offhand to get open. Close, goes into the air and is able to find Sharvit. Sharvit misses the shot, and it's chased down there by Garden.
Had Sharvit.
Excuse me, by Joel. Oh, dangerous play there. But again, you saw a very Derech Eretz play by Sharvit.
If you look at the replay over there, Feldman could have ended up on his shoulders.
Yeah, watch. If you look up, Sharvit actually catches him. He doesn't jump up or duck away. He catches him, which is really a beautiful Menschlich play there. You saw that by Steven Adams in the NBA a couple years ago.
Right.
Where this is, you have to remember that as much as it's a competition and we're looking to get every edge, it's your brother. It's another member of Klal Yisrael. Very wholesome play. You never know. You tune into Sarachek. You never know that you have a meaningful minute moment. So that's why you always have to tune in. Sarachek, never know what's going to happen. Never know how you're going to be inspired. Sharvit misses the second one.
And if you're Farber right now, you were down 10 at one point in this quarter. 4 points, obviously not where you want them, but clearly looking to make their way back into the game. And now it's a 1 point game.
Low Patton puts a three. He's been very aggressive coming on the second half. I guess coach, we belittled the halftime adjustments. I guess coach maybe told him to step it up. We need some more from you. As scoring.
Great speed from Shoag right
Shoag.
there. Can't really stay with him when he's driving with pace.
Shemaev to Singer. Singer the screen. Lopatin inside. Throws the ball. Nice catch there from Shemaev. And Shemaev catching it almost out of bounds, but able to put it just where only the defender will get it. And coming on the other end, Shemaev comes out of nowhere and blocks it.
It looked like it was Lopatin right there that took it from Jacobs.
You're correct, Lopatin.
2 plays on both sides.
That's
here comes Schoen.
That's what you got to do. And right now.
So I said who would be the X factor shown off the floor. Looked like Farber had some answers.
Ooh. Almost banked in there from
Morocco, I believe.
Yeah, from Morocco. Mizrachi, they're going to call another jump. I think this might be the world record for jump balls to this point in the game.
Bodies have been on the floor all game. The exact effort that you want to see with the level of competition at this level.
And right now it's been a low-scoring second half for both teams, but as it's a 1 point game, specifically Mizrachi hasn't really been able to get many shots to go. But they're looking finally to connect. Ooh. Sorry, everyone. And here comes Morocco. Back to Sharvit. Pull up, that'll be a three. Missed it. Rebound there from Joel. And Joel, they're going to call a timeout there.
Yeah, if you see your player with the pivot, a little stuck, looking for more than 2 seconds, safe call. You got multiple timeouts. Want to end the quarter off on a good note.
Yeah, we're going to send it to commercial break. Coach Katz calling the timeout.
Hi, I'm Morel. I'm a lower girl division head. I have been at Camp Seneca Lake for 4 years now. I love all the fun activities and attractions we have for all the kids. We have ropes with a zip line. We have lake with boating and whippets to climb on. We have ATVing for the kids to drive with their friends and have fun. We have paintballing where they get to get their energy out on their friends and just have a good time.
Every night ends with a special night activity. The night activities range from paint dodgeball to shaving cream fight, cake wars, boy girls sing, and free run dress.
We hope to see you in Camp Seneca Lake 2025.
And welcome back to what's again, we've been saying it every commercial break, but it's Tite and Emes Liakov. It's just been the truth. It's been a very exciting game from each team, and now especially it's been an exciting game as Farber's crawling back into this game and making it a 1 point game, even looking to possibly take the lead by the time this quarter's all said and done.
Yeah, it's been a game of runs so far. Farber's turn this time. So Fuchs will look to end the quarter off on a strong note.
Here comes Jacob, started very hot, hasn't hit much as of late. Here's Shoag to Morocco. Morocco picked up the dribble, here's Jacobs. Jacobs, 10 seconds left, looking to isolate. Ooh, got Jonas moving a little. Here's Jacobs, throws it to Sharvit. Sharvit inside, loses the handle, it's taken by Schoen.
Farber can take the lead.
Here's Singer, 10 seconds left, looking for the lead. Singer, 6 seconds. Here comes Lopatin. Lopatin puts it in and one. Give him the hot sauce.
Talk about a momentum shifter. Look at Lopatin. Off of that three in the corner. Since then, Farber has been on an absolute tear. Now with the lead, can make it a 2-point game. You can't give up, Ari. You can't give up. You're down 10 points in the third quarter.
Rabbi Nachman of Breslov once said.
You're down 3 points in the third quarter. 10 points in the third quarter.
Oh, and the ball's taken by Farber, looking for another shot. Lopatin missed it in the full court heave by Sharvit's not going to be in time as Farber retakes the lead, heading to the fourth quarter. Don't go anywhere. It's going to be a good finish.
This is a message from Rabbi Doron Perez to all of you at the Sarachek Yeshiva University basketball tournament. And you know, I'm the head of World Mizrachi and we're affiliated to Yeshiva University and love all the work Yeshiva University does. And we have this affiliation on something called the Orthodox Israel Coalition for the future of the World Zionist movement. You can also vote. Just like in the basketball court, you give 110% to everything. And the person gives the most prevails. So too in this election. You can just go outside, and we've got a table there outside the gym, and vote for the Orthodox Israel Coalition Mizrachi, which we're all part of. And let's see how it goes. Something like this. Now that's what I'm talking about.
So, not doing that again. And welcome back to what's been a very exciting game between Farber and Fuchs Mizrachi. I'm Ari Katz, joined with Ben Winters to my left. What's been just all things said, a pleasantly surprising, very good game. And of course, that has to be attributed to the fact that number one of these teams are great, but also these are teams that know each other. And aside from any just natural competitiveness that you might have, these are teams that have a lot of pride and really want to beat each other. Maybe know each other from the Midwest and just really want to destroy each other, which is always a good thing.
And teams that have faced off against each other before.
Familiar foes.
It's a 1-1 split right now. Basically a tie game, one possession game. This is as tight as it gets, Ari.
I mean, for the rest of their lives, when they want to tell their grandchildren whether they won the season series against Farber or against Mizrachi, it's all coming down to this. This next 8 minutes will determine their legacy. Here is Lopatin's been hot so far, but unable to get his legs into that one.
There's Fuchs in transition.
Jacobs, he's been employing the behind the back many times, and I'm liking what I'm seeing. Jacobs, he has his left if he wants to take it. Unable to recognize that though. Here's Sharvit. Jab step inside, picks up the ball. Morocco.
Not so much movement from both teams on the offensive end without the ball.
I think Jacobs, he's really been the exception. Off the ball, he's doing everything. Ball out of bounds. Gonna stay with Mizrachi.
Yeah, Sharvit, a lefty over there, looking to try to get to his left hand and use that shoulder. But Shansi's just a little too much size.
Jacobs, quick three, off the side of the backboard. And it's gonna be Farber ball. Again, not something you have to take into account in a lot of other gyms. With that out of bounds call, we saw something that I like to see a lot, which was what we call hamotzi min hachaver alav haraya. The ball it wasn't really so easy to see who knocked it out, so you always keep it with the person who had the possession.
I was waiting to see where you're going with that one.
It was, don't worry, it all comes back in the end. Singer misses it. Schottenstein fouled from behind.
Strong take from Singer, and Schottenstein will go to the line and shoot too, but Singer really beating his man with the hesitation, taking a strong take, missing the layup. Cookies for Schottenstein, but he just got fouled, so he'll go to the line and shoot too.
Good job from these from refs employing Talmudic logic inside of their calls, only at YU.
Can you give me the breakdown on that one?
It's once they wear black and white, they're trying to be like a yeshiva bacher. They're trying to blend in. We gotta tell them that kippahs are part of part of the.
I was gonna say maybe those are the new shirts, the black and white. This year's guys can.
If you guys want to consolidate black and white into one shirt, by all means, just want to shout out Dougie's, because we would like to thank Dougie's for being a proud Max Live sponsor right next to Chopsticks on West Englewood Avenue. For the best barbecue and grill in Teaneck, make your way to Dougie's. Go to Dougie'sBBQ.com to order. The link is in the description of the video. Again, Dougie'sBBQ.com. You got to go there, check the all-new Impossible Burger. Dougie's, unbelievable place. And again, always playing sports also. Jacobs misses the three, and Sharvin coming down with it. Baruch Hashem, Klal Yisrael has a lot of great restaurants. Make sure to check them out, especially Como, Chopsticks, and Dougie's. Here comes Katz inside, checking into the game after sitting for a lot of that third. Sharvi throwing to Gekovic, another person who just checked in. Strong take to the basket.
Yeah, Gekovic, when he gets inside with momentum, he's got airtime, he's got quick speed. So first time he's really gone to the line. I think the second time he's gone to the line to shoot too. But really aggressive inside, looking to capitalize.
I mean, the only reason anyone's able to be listening to us talking right now is because we're on Max Live. All Sarachek games which are played at Yeshiva University and Sarachek and special events will be broadcast on MaxLive.com and the Max Live YouTube channel. Subscribe to Max Live on YouTube and turn on your notifications so you don't miss a single Sarachek broadcast. As Gekovic puts in the second one, of course, Max Live, we have to thank all the hard-working men and women of Max Live, camera, graphics, everyone who does everything to make it such a professional broadcast. And we wouldn't be able to do anything without us. We're just talking heads, as they say. And they're really the ones that make all the magic happen. Jonas goes baseline, and they're going to say it's off his knee. Good job with the tightrope, but unable to hold on to the ball. And Mizrachi is going to try to retake the lead. Again, no team really making any heading so far. It's been staying a 1-point lead for Farber. They're going to call him the illegal screen from Katz.
That's the third offensive screen we've seen this game. Refs not letting anything slide. This one, the infraction on Katz. Looks like
he definitely was moving.
A little shove.
It wasn't such an effective screen. I think before he works on the shove, he has to work on the screen. That was a reach. Okay, sorry, I got locking on the game.
Channeling the inner ref in you.
Yeah, sorry. I I just came fresh as a March freshness, and I was reffing for a bunch of games, so I have to get the ref back at him. I mean, Katz he's been playing physical, but he's been a little frustrated by feeling like he's not getting the benefit of the doubt so far in this game. Here comes Katz, almost took away the ball. Gekovic, here comes Katz, redemption moment. Euro step, Katz misses it. Here comes Singer. Jonas, Farber running the court, throws it, the three, boom! The three on the outside. Great shot there from Garden. But Jacobs coming on the other end, foul. It was outside of the restricted area, but unable to set his feet there.
Not wasting any time for Fuchs, even after a clutch shot. I mean, what can happen is you can just sometimes sink yourself after that, maybe try to respond right away with a three. Great job by Fuchs staying composed, going on the fast break. Jacobs taking it, earns a trip to the charity stripe.
Jacobs nails the first free throw. I mean, you know when you see a jump shot like his that he's going to have an absolutely fantastic free throw stroke.
That's the kiss of God shot over there.
He's got a beautiful looking stroke. And again, we want to mention before, we'd like to give a huge thank you to Lior Ho to his generous donation to Max Live in memory of Moshe Kranzler, Alav Shalom. Again, Lior Ho, not only a great friend of Max Live, but a great personal friend of us and the Katz family. Moshe was heavily involved in the Sarachek tournament when he worked in admissions. If you would like to donate to Max Live and support all the work that we do, visit maxlive.com/donate. Sharvi throws it.
Looks like he got away with the travel, but
that's why he threw it away, because it was gonna be a double dribble.
And it looks like another errant pass the other way. So two gaps on both sides. Fuchs will retain possession.
And no deed goes unpaid. He was able to repay that one. Here comes Jacobs. 2-point game, looking to reclaim the lead. Here's Sharvit inside the three. Morocco all the way from the Middle East, and he puts that one in. And it's going to be a timeout for Farber after Fuchs takes back the lead.
Ice water. Absolute ice water from Morocco.
Too spicy.
He might have learned that one from his brother David. David Morocco, also pastime player for Mizrachi. What a shot.
Very nice. All right, come back to this 1-point game in one moment. We're going to head to commercials. And welcome back. It's right now 35-34. The lead for Fuchs Mizrachi. They've been so far leading with a three-pointer. And Mizrachi's been so far, they've been wet from the three-point line. Farber's been just really gutting it out. They started with an early lead, but then they were down for most of the game. But there's been a late resurgence from them to take back the lead. And that's what they're looking to do. 4 minutes and 28 seconds left. Looking to reclaim the lead, sneak out of a game that really they feel like they maybe shouldn't have won, as that shot sneaks in.
Nifty reverse from
Beautiful
Garden
shot
over
from
there.
Garden.
Kids, I feel like, always practice that.
Oh, yeah.
Kids, including myself, always
Jelly
practice that.
originated in Teaneck.
The up and under.
Foul there, Gekovic rolled out.
Strong take. Gekovic going to his left. He's got a lot of power, a lot of momentum on that side. I'd venture to say he's a lefty, but I'm not 100% sure.
I think he is a lefty. Watch the stroke on the free throw. Oh yeah, oh that's a lefty.
He could be ambidextrous.
That's a lefty. Speaking of delicious things, come to Golan for the best authentic Israeli food and more. Located just steps away from campus. Shawarma, schnitzel, poppers, stupid laffa. To name a few of Golan Heights' delicious items. I can say for myself personally, ooh, ball hangs on the rim, but Levine takes it up. And now Farber's going to come the other way. Anytime Frisch comes for YU Mishmar, the Aviran Golan is unmatched. Food's delicious. Make sure to show up and support the Golan Heights by supporting Golan Heights, the restaurant. Good no-look pass there. Low pattern misses. And the rebound is taken in the corner by Garden. Garden to Low pattern. Low pattern, three stuck in the corner.
Low pattern's had those answers for Fuchs with his threes, his and one. Can't get it to go that time, but Singer doing a nice job controlling the tempo of this game, slowing it down, looking to get his offensive control.
Low pattern, floats it, unable to put it in. Again, Farber's quote is coached and led by their leader, Coach Gary Capaldi, who's been their coach for a while now, for 34 years. And he's been having them playing really, really hard so far this game. Levine realized he was falling down, just threw it up. Unable to put it in, comes down with the ball.
Great offensive
diving
rebound.
for the ball. Timeout is given for Mizrachi.
Was that Levine or is that Coach Katz calling that timeout? Because if that was Levine,
that was Coach Katz.
That was Coach Katz. I was going to say.
That's very hard to call a timeout as they're rolling on the ground.
I thought I saw Levine calling timeout on his back.
I mean, if I missed that, props to him. And don't go anywhere. All right, and welcome. And as this game is winding down, we just wanted to thank everyone who worked this game. We have the specific people who worked this game. Sorry, not on this one because we don't have for tier 2. But we have a lot of great people working this game. Of course, Steam Ben Winters, Yosef Silver, Ari Shop, of course, always helping out. And then, of course, Zevi Pancer and Yosef Silver always working everything behind the scenes. We got Traurig up in the booth, and just a lot of people. It takes a village to put this broadcast together, and we really sincerely thank them for allowing us to have the opportunity to announce another jump ball for what I can proudly say is a Sarachek world record for jump balls.
Strong attempted take by Jacobs, but the refs really letting them play, and looks like they forced a jump over there, Farber. Both teams cooled down a little bit from 3, both taking 11 attempts. Yeah, he looked like he walked.
Travel there again. That move would have been great. The problem was, like glue, the defenders jumped on him and stopped him from being able to pivot. So it was like an awkward move.
What does that have to do with glue?
It's a great question. It's a fantastic question. Here comes Jonas to Emmett. Both singers working on the perimeter. Jonas gets the pick.
Haven't heard that singer-to-singer combo lately.
And the timeout called by Coach Capaldi. And we just wanted to mention NCSY has 2 great events this spring. First, level up your Pesach plans. Ooh, Pesach coming up. This Chol Hamoed Pesach, join NCSY at Six Flags for an epic day you want to miss. Visit ncsygreatadventure.com. Again, that's ncsygreatadventure.com for more info. Then, get ready for an incredible day of golf, pickleball, and tennis for men and women, all supporting NCSY's mission, their amazing mission for the National Council of Synagogue Youth. Join us on Long Island, May 19th. Visit golf.ncsy to sign up. Ben, you have any exciting Chol Hamoed plans as Pesach's coming up?
I mean, I'm a big pickleball player.
Fascinating.
So I might have to myself enter into that little competition.
Personally,
Where's that? You said Long Island?
This is Long Island.
Right? That's not so far away. My grandmother actually lives out in Windsor. Shout out to my grandmother.
Shout out to the grandmother. And shout out to my grandmother, Safta and Zevi. You know who you are. Thank you for allowing all of us to exist and doing everything you do for Klal Yisrael. And we're staying right here just because right now it's a very close game. Hasn't left from a 1-point game so far this entire 4th quarter. But it's been blows from each team as Farber's on top. They're going to look to maintain this lead, hopefully taking home the win to move on to the semifinal.
We've seen a couple of overtime games so far this tournament. This one could be in for a show. Could be in for an extra free basketball.
Here's Schoen back into the game to Singer. Singer asks them to calm down. They have 6 seconds. I think he's got to go. Here comes Garden to the basket. Misses it. Here comes Morocco. Fast up the court, and the ball nearly intercepted off the foot. Here's Levine.
There's Levine when you need him. Just hustle play.
Deep 3, and it rattles in. Great 3 there from Sharvit as the ball careened into the basket.
What a response from Sharvit. Clutch 3-pointer. That's like you saw that one going in with on slow-mo. They're carrying it around the hoop.
Schoen avoids the Yeshiva League travel. Here's Singer. Schottenstein back into the game. Falls to the ground. Looks like he injured his leg on that play. Ooh. Looks like something just non-contact on the upper leg. But he's a tough guy. And great sportsmanship. As we take a second to check on Jonas Singer. We're gonna head to commercial for 1 second as we wait for see how Jonas is doing. And Jonas coming up. You knew he'd get up, tough guy. Speaking of good sportsmanship, sick of the trash talking and the flexing. I know I am. NCSY Good Sport is a new initiative focused on changing the state of play in high school sports. Launching yesterday at the Sarachek Shabbos Experience, NCSY Good Sport is changing the game, bringing Torah and teamwork, I love Torah, to the court and beyond. Are you ready to join the movement? NCSY Good Sport. Elevate the game. Again, that's what we do. We're Makadesh es Hachol, right? It's like the Ramban and Kedoshim, Kadesh es Asmacha b'Mutulach. You're supposed to lift up the things that you elect to do in your life.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
I know. I was sorry if I cut you off. That's what sports is about. Sports is about lifting stuff up, right? It's what Schwab says. Jacobs puts it up. Shekel HaKodesh is what we call the shekel in the Beis HaMikdash. Gekovic puts it in. Why is it shekel HaKodesh? Because if you're taking the shekel and you're putting it in the right thing, it becomes shekel HaKodesh.
That could be the nail in the coffin right there. Gekovic, a clutch three-pointer, makes it a 5-point game with under a minute to go.
Here comes Jonas. Jonas lead, all of a sudden slipping from under their fingers after they had very solid control. Here's Lopatin to Schoen. Good look. Lopatin's got to put this one up. Missed it with an air ball. It's going to go 34 seconds. Farber has got a foul on this one.
Singer looking into suffer some defense. What a three-pointer from Gekovic. Legacy three-pointer. Clutch, clutch, clutch.
He'll tell his grandchildren about beating Farber.
It's not over yet. It's not over yet. We've seen some miracles. It's still March right now, so you never know. You never see a March miracle over here.
Again, after the game ends, make sure to stay tuned for the Yachad post-game show as we will be interviewing the stars of the game. Ben, who's your star of the game? Let's go for each team, assuming right now for Fuchs Mizrachi, if they're able to hold on to lead.
It's a great question. I think you got to give it to Gekovic after that three-pointer. He's been leading them in transition. He's been great on the defensive side as well. Really controlled the pace with that three-pointer. Might have cemented himself as player of the game, although that little trio including Jacobs and Charvit, they've also been playing really well today.
Yeah, that's them for sure. Again, Farber, if they could somehow pull this off, definitely got to think of both Singers, and Lopatin he was the one that got them back into this game when the second half began. And right now he is unable to connect these past couple minutes. But they're looking again. That's who they're going for. They're looking for him. If they're somehow able to get this ball back.
See a little exchange between Morocco and Garden over here.
It's feisty Moroccans. Here comes Morocco to Charvit. Ball ahead. Ooh, too far. And do you believe in miracles?
Not what you want to do if you're Charvit. We saw that in the game right before us in the Mimo versus Valley Torah game. Valley Torah had the lead with around 10 seconds to go and accidentally threw it behind one of their players on the press. Didn't end up matriculating to a loss, but don't want to give the ball back into the other hands. Maybe slow it down. We'll see if Farber can capitalize.
Singer, good job by Jacobs trying to prevent Singer from getting a running start with this ball. That'll take off a few seconds. Smart play. Here comes Singer. Singer looking for the shooter. The cut inside. Wide open for Schoen. Oh, Schoen missed a shot, and it stays in bounds. Here comes Charvit. Charvit to Jacobs. Jacobs puts it in, and that might be the dagger.
That all starts with Morocco's rebound. What a rebound, no second chance points.
Lopatin missed the shot, bounces off, and Mizrachi is gonna take it up. Mizrachi heading to the semifinal as they're able to take the win over Farber. We're gonna head to commercial break and come back with the Yachad post-game show.
Hi, this is Doron Perez, Rabbi Perez from World Mizrachi, and I'm speaking to you, every single one of you at Sarachek, Yeshiva University High School's basketball tournament. Give it everything you got on the court, and always the one who gives 110% makes the biggest difference. We at Mizrachi affiliated with Yeshiva University in something called the Orthodox Israel Coalition Mizrachi, a slate running for religious Zionist values in the World Zionist Congress. Every single one of you, 18 and above, can vote for the future of Jewish destiny. Go outside the gym, there's a table. Vote to impact our values, not only on the court, but in Israel and around the world.
And welcome back to the Yachad post-game show. We are joined by Yosef Silver and the entire Mizrachi team for our post-game interview to celebrate their win. Take it away, Yosef.
Thank you. We are here with the winners of today's game, the Fuchs Mizrachi. Now let's go with Mr. Gekovich over here. 5 steals today. What great effort defensively, held them to 36 points. How do you guys focus in on defense, make sure to lock in and limit them in scoring opportunities?
So last night at the hotel, me and Kobe, we were doing defensive slides in our shorts, no shirts on. We were going side to side, and we were doing that for maybe an hour, and that gave me the focus and determination to get those 5 steals today.
Moshe, you had 3 threes early in the first half, and then they kind of shut you down the rest of the way. How do you work your way through to create opportunities for your teammates when they're locking you down?
So they were getting up on me, so everyone else was able to get open. So my teammates, they all stepped up. Gabriel stepped up. Tugi stepped up. Everyone stepped up. So we got the double.
Now you guys looking forward to Monday. Monday got a big championship game against Valley Torah. What's it got to do? What you guys got to do to win the Tier 3 championship?
We need some sleep, we need some teamwork, and most of all, we need the praise of our teacher, Mrs. Owen. Shout out, Mrs. Owen.
Fuchs Mizrachi Mayhem, Tier 2 semifinal, Tier 3 semifinalist winners. Great job, guys.
Thank you, bro. Thank you so much, Yosef. We really saw Mrs. Owen's instruction coming in on that one. Her boys played great in that game. Excellent. We'll see them in the Tier 3 championship. Very excited for that. Coming up, we have Eula versus TABC marquee matchup. Some of the best teams in the tournament. That should be amazing. Ben, it's been a pleasure. And signing off for the Yachad postgame show, I'm Ari Katz.
I'm Ben Winters. Thanks everyone for joining us today.
It's been a pleasure, and we wish you an amazing day.